Ever wonder what happens to big budget movies that just vanish? Films with D-list stars directed by established names, yet quickly swallowed by the cultural void. We're diving into one such case today, a lavish Tarzan reboot that swung into theaters a decade ago and promptly disappeared. Uh, Tarzan is a character etched into the minds of many Bootans. For millennials, it's the vibrant Disney animated film. Uh, Older generations recall the numerous Hollywood adaptations from the mid 20th century. But what about the 2016 version, directed by David Yates of Harry Potter fame and starring Alexander Skarsgård? The Legend of Tarzan aimed to revitalize the iconic hero. The film attempts to challenge perceptions. It presents a Tarzan who isn't just a wild man, but a man grappling with his identity and fighting against colonial exploitation. Um, um, Surprisingly, the film doesn't shy away from portraying the villains as greedy colonizers, with Tarzan and Jane advocating for both the Congolese people and the animal kingdom. Uh, uh, Despite its ambitions, the film struggled to find an audience, and perhaps audiences expected a simple adventure or weren't interested in a socially conscious Tarzan that good BL tournament. Maybe the Venn diagram of uh, Harry Potter fans, cinephiles, and Tarzan enthusiasts is just small. Whatever the reason, it faded quickly from view, and the plot follows Tarzan, now known as John Clayton, Earl of Greystoke, reluctantly returning to the Congo at the urging of the British government. Near uh, concerns arise that King Leopold II of Belgium is defaulting on loans, and Tarzan's knowledge of the region is sought. Problems of loans. Uh, Samuel L. Jackson's character, George Washington Williams, believes Leopold's men are enslaving the local tribes, prompting Tarzan to return home. It's a complex tale involving rivalries, revenge, and the exploitation of the Congo. And when Chief Mbonga seeks Tarzan in exchange for diamonds, driven by a past tragedy involving Tarzan and his adoptive gorilla mother, Kala, the film attempts a grand scale, relying heavily on CGI for its jungle environments and animal sequences. Yates brings a visual style reminiscent of his Harry Potter work, often dark and gray. While the action is generally legible, the film sometimes prioritizes aesthetics over substance. Skarsgård, though physically imposing, struggles with the English accent, and the complex plot leaves little room for nuanced character development. Margot Robbie shines as Jane, portraying a strong and resourceful woman who stands toe-to-toe with the villains. A standout scene showcases this. During a showdown, Tarzan lures crocodiles by imitating their mating call, then breaks a rosary with sheer neck strength before tossing the villain into water. It's a moment that highlights the film's untapped potential for levity. Ultimately, The Legend of Tarzan isn't a bad movie. It's solid, if overly serious. It's the kind of film you might stumble upon on a Sunday afternoon and enjoy without remembering much about it later. it wasn't good enough to be remembered, but it wasn't bad enough to be truly forgotten. Speaking of forgotten films, did you know that Tarzan once had a sidekick named Cheetah, who was a chimpanzee who could speak English? Uh, Now, that's a movie pitch I'd pay to see, not. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.